Do you know what? We've been so terrible over the last few weeks. We really haven't been paying much attention to marula trees at all. And I feel as though they were a big part of our lives for a few weeks when they had all the beautiful fruits that were so delicious and tasty. But I suppose we can look at this one because it has a leopard inside of it. How cool is that? And I'm sure that this leopard needs absolutely no introduction. He is a big boy. He's sitting in the tree. Perhaps it was the same leopard that left the tracks behind on one of the boundary roads. So from here, it does indeed look like Quarantine. And a big yawn for us. That's very kind of you. Thank you, lovely. And he is absolutely beautiful. Though when he sits in the tree like this, he really doesn't look as massive as he does when he's on the ground walking next to your car. He's a beautiful boy. But there's something that I want to point out to you. Craig, can you see that cut on next to his left eye? He's got a big gash just on the side of his face. Well, not a big gash, I'm exaggerating, but he definitely has some form. Oh, now he wants to move around. You're choosing a different shady spot? A big cat stretch. Oh, that's beautiful. Isn't that absolutely lovely? Here we go. He was just trying to find a spot of shade. Now, I think he's been fighting. I don't know who he's been fighting with, but I did hear this morning that they found Tingana. It sounds like in Buffelshoek, somewhere around there. And it wouldn't surprise me, or maybe even on Torchwood, I'm actually not sure exactly where they found him, but it perhaps, and it's inevitable, that Tingana and Quarantine are going to bump heads. They're going to cross each other's paths, especially with Tingana's ever-expanding territory. And as Quarantine gets a bit older too, he's going to start venturing into new areas, and he's not a small leopard, and he's young. He's almost I think he's half the age of Tingana. So to be at this size and almost be the same size of him is really, really quite impressive. So it could be a good match. But again, like we've been saying, experience is so important. And Tingana has got years and years and years of experience. But for now, he's got a little scratch on his eye, which could have even been from a female too. So we can't rule the girls out. They're quite feisty, especially if he's been mating with any of them. You've seen as they jump off of the backs of the female after being mounted, they get a swat to the face. But he's staring off into the distance. I couldn't tell you if he's had a decent meal. He doesn't look particularly thin. Oh, but he's a lovely leopard. I'm so happy. I'm so happy we came here this morning because I was really, really itching, and I've said it the whole morning that I want to see either Quarantine or Kuchava. So finally, oh, that is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. He's got the most beautiful golden eyes. He is just to die for. Are you going to come down the tree now? If he does, I hope he comes down the way that we can see him. Just rubbing his head. And even when he's up in the tree like that, they can also scent mark. Oh my goodness, here's the poser. Here he goes. Hop. Skip and a jump. Look at this. Very graceful. He's lovely. So maybe there's some hope for Hosana as he grows up. Hopefully, of course, Hosana will end up being as beautiful as this leopard. Now, I know all of you are very excited to see Quarantine. He's always a fantastic chap to photograph and to watch. And like I said, I haven't seen him for such a long time. I think the last time I saw him, he was mating with Nkanyeni. Oh, this is so cool. He's just smelling the base of the tree now. You'll see he rub his cheeks up against that. Definitely can smell something. And at a watering hole like 3 in a row pan, there's definitely an opportunity for many leopards to pass by here and mark on this very prominent marula tree. And that's what the cats will do, is they'll mark on obvious things, obvious trees that are right next to the roads. They don't necessarily go for the ones that are hidden away at the back. They want their scent to stand out. They want their presence to be known. And by doing that, you have to mark in obvious spots. So sure, I'm sure he can smell Kuchava. He probably smells Shivambalana. Even a lion will come and scent mark up against this. So there's lots of different scents. And he's actually just going to walk right past. What we're going to do is you're going to see him walk right past Andrew's car. Andrew's just in the vehicle next to us. Look how close he gets. He doesn't mind at all. Sorry, Rebecca, can I have that again? I missed the last part. Now we got to reposition. Let me see if I can find... Here he is. Oh, now I need to turn around. I'm going to try and hug the dam very quickly. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted as we go over this monster bum. Quarantine, which way do you want to go? Because you're obviously the boss here. Oh no, now he's using the luxury facilities. Oh my goodness. Whee! Right, we're going to go across to Tristan very quickly. He's got something with wings and it could fly away pretty fast. He's just walking right past the car. You can see there's another vehicle trying to do exactly what we just did. How cool was that? He literally, I kid you not, if I had stuck my hand out, I could have touched him. He was so close. Should I reposition again for you, Craig? Should we just do this? We'll just play leapfrog, and he's very relaxed. And if you do position yourself in the right spot, pull off the road entirely, you can actually just jump ahead of him. And I'm sure he would prefer that than being followed from behind. So let's do him a favor and we'll just give him as much space as we can. We don't want to push him into the bushes. And I've seen that happen quite a few times, is when you do push leopards, especially if they're relatively young, you don't want to scare them. This is the fundamental stages of building trust between the cars and the animals. I apologize, I just need to concentrate that I don't drive into any logs, which could happen at any moment because I cannot see a thing just yet. But this is really cool. I'm going to stick with him as long as I can. I don't think I've ever spent good quality time. Now I'm trapped. Now I can't go in here. That's too long. I'll have to wait. I haven't spent very much quality time with this leopard before, so I think it's our chance. Goodness gracious, and the allergies start again. Sneezing. Goodness gracious. Don't worry, Quarantine, I promise I will move away from you as quick as I can. Now, as he walks here, look how he's looking. Hang on, he's seen something. What have you seen, boy? He's going in. Maybe it's a bird, maybe it's a scrub hare. I don't know. Catch it, whatever it is, I don't care, catch it. Oh, he's chasing birds. It was a little button quail. Did you see it fly off? I don't know if he's managed to get another one, but I did see the teeny tiny bird fly out of the grass. I don't think he's got anything. Let's see, maybe he's got a mouthful of feathers. No, he's got a mouthful of nothing at the moment. And it just shows you, even he's still quite young, you can definitely still see the playful side of Quarantine, chasing after all sorts of things. He's so beautiful. I'm just going to keep going. What we're going to do is, as we drive, we'll keep it on him. I'll just go very slowly. I'll put the car into low range, and then we can just sort of just casually go very slowly. And as soon as there's a gap in the bushes, we will zoom around them as to give the other car a chance too. We've obviously got to play leapfrog. There he goes, jumping up to mark against the tree. He's not really urine spraying today. I've only seen him spray urine once. He's actually predominantly marking with his glands on his cheek. See, it's a bit thick here to try and get around. It does open up a little bit ahead. So once he goes over this little bolster, we'll move out of the way and we'll give the next vehicle a chance. And then we will try and get around him. But we'll just have to be a little bit patient this morning. But I'm so happy, I'm so happy, and I'm hoping he's going to stalk something for us as well. That would be the absolute cherry on top today. He's looking for something. He's not thin, but when you've got a big appetite and you're a big growing leopard like this boy, I suppose you've got to eat as often as you can. And he's lovely and relaxed with the cars. I'm going to move over now for the next car to just have a chance. We can still watch him. Hello, Mfo. So, Mary, you're wondering if the leopards were affected by the vehicles at all. To an extent, Mary, they definitely are. But this is why we try and interact positively with the animals. So we're very fortunate. Most of the time we're seeing these leopards and lions and most of the predators from a very young age. So we start with that bond and quite early in their lives, and it's actually very important that we interact with them while their parents are around, because a lot of their behavioral traits will come from their parents. So for instance, let me just go back here. Karula is lovely. She is a very relaxed leopard. She doesn't mind anything at all. She walks right past the car. Sometimes she gets a bit antsy and she starts hissing and stuff. I don't think I've actually ever been hissed at by Karula. So you just got to give them space and read their behavior. And he's very young, not very young, very calm. He doesn't mind us at all. He's super relaxed, and that's really great for us. So we try and, of course, keep this bond for as long as possible. But it is going to open up again. And hopefully what we will do is I can start to see a couple of little gaps where I will be able to sort of zoom through and get on the other side of him. Because if we can get in front of him, that would be beautiful. I'll rather reverse and we can look at him walking towards us so you can all get some really nice screenshots. I think we're going to have a good morning. I have a very, very good feeling about this leopard sighting today, and I hope that you all have the same feeling that I do. Wonderful. Okay, we can go past now, which is good. Alright. Are there Maningi movers coming? Luto! No, you've just made my day. So apparently there's actually not many cars for the standby. I can't for the sighting. I cannot believe that. That's unbelievable. Well, we'll take full advantage of it. Yet as long as he doesn't go fast and go fast asleep, then I'm quite happy to follow a leopard that is on the move. And he just, I'm trying to try and see. There's gaps coming, but you just got to be strategic as when you take these gaps. Maybe we'll do one here. You ready, Craig? We're going to go just off the road. We'll try and get in front of him again. Please don't hit a log. I'm going to stand up so I can try and see. He moves so quickly. You'll be surprised as to how fast a leopard can really walk. Just their sort of snail pace. He's not really on the move just yet. Duck through these bushes. Watch your heads here. I'm going to turn around. Just want to get a bit further ahead. I'm in low range and now I can't drive quickly. Okay, let's turn around here. Woo, got to be quick with your maneuvers as well. This is always the hardest part, is trying to pull out in time. Now you see we're bouncing around, of course. Haha, we've all got the same ideas. Oh, sorry, I've just driven everyone into a tree. Let me go back. Okay, let's hope he's still coming this way because I can't see him anymore. Where is he? Oh no. No, he's coming. I'm just going to pull up over here. Now you're going to see how close he gets as well. It's really amazing. He'll come right past me. Oh, he's just beautiful. He really does make your head turn. And I find this with some of the animals out here. Not all of them, that they've just got such a presence about them that when they do come walking past, it is just the most amazing thing. You can't help but turn your head. It's like a big elephant bull and must. You don't even need to hear him or see him or smell him, but you definitely know that somebody's coming past you. And he's going to walk right close. You'll see how close he gets to the car. Wow, look at this, he's coming right here. Now, as he walks past, Mary, you're wondering if I'm ever tempted to touch a leopard as it walks past, or any of the animals. No, not really. He's just looking at us as I just turn to watch him as he walks away. And no, I can't say that I am. But definitely when I've had guests in the car, and it happened even with South African, the particular group of South Africans that have been on safari many times, actually they were friends of the owners of a particular reserve, and I'd driven them many times. And just to give you an idea of how excited the animals can, or people can get, of course, with wildlife coming so close, and we often forget that they are wild and we cannot reach out and touch them. And I was driving and there was a herd of elephants moving, and then we stopped and this one elephant walked past the car, and this woman stuck her arm out like that to try and touch the elephant. My goodness, and luckily I was just about to start and carry on moving. So as she went to touch it, I just turned the car away, so we put ourselves further and further between the elephant, because I don't know what a matriarch would have done if you were to touch her when she had her calf next to the car. That would have been very, very dangerous. So luckily that didn't happen in the end. I'm going to go past very quickly. We're just going to play leapfrog like this. I think it's quite nice to do. This is so wonderful. So yeah, it's so cool. I'm so excited to be out here with this leopard. Now, I'm not sure what Byron's got, but we're going to try and jump in front of this big cat again. Let's go back into Byron's vehicle so he can show you what he's got.